How safe is Auckland? The city is in shock after a man was shot and killed on Ponsonby Road 2 nights ago. Auckland Mayor Wayne Brown says he was horrified to hear about the fatal shooting. I'm sure most of the city agrees with him. But with gun crime on the rise, is enough being done to keep the streets safe? Joining us now is the Chief Executive of Heart of the City, Viv Beck. Thanks for joining us this morning. What do you know about what happened? Because the details, they're pretty scarce at the moment.
No, I don't know more than what you're hearing through the media, I think, other than that people are shocked, obviously.
And how concerned are you by what happened?
Well, I think, unfortunately, we're seeing more and more of these sorts of issues, and I think it's not something we expect to see in the communities we live in or work in. So it's not the place we know and love, no. So I think there is a genuine concern about it.
When you say we're seeing more of this, do you mean gun crime or just crime in general?
I think in our case, the majority of crime in our area is actually theft and burglary. So the violent crime is a smaller percentage. But the reality is we're hearing more of it. So, I haven't seen specifically the statistics nationwide for violent crime, but we're certainly hearing more of it.
Yeah, because Ponsonby's not part of your heart of the city, right? You're downtown Queen Street in downtown Auckland. Yeah. So are you seeing a lot of antisocial behaviour on the rise there?
Well, we've been raising these issues, actually. We noticed quite a deterioration through the COVID period, and we were asking for a range of things. We have wanted to see a stronger police presence, a downtown police station. We recognised also that there were mental health issues and addiction and people who need specialist support, and we wanted to see better management of emergency housing through COVID. Things have moved. When I really look at it, some of those issues actually still need that level of support because they aren't just criminal issues, they're social issues.
Because the letter that you wrote to the previous government, this was in 2021, you talked about an increase in crime and antisocial behaviour. You wanted more CCTV, more patrols, more alert services and stuff. That was 2021, yep. So that was quite a few years ago. Has it got worse since then, and has the government listened? Well,
we didn't get what we needed at that time, I can certainly say that. In fact, we wrote another letter with other colleagues in areas around ours about a year later. I think, to be fair, we have started seeing a change. Early in the year of the election, we certainly had a lot to do with the previous government looking at potential solutions in the central city. And we've now got, I have to say, the police have stepped up in recent months. So we're seeing a more visible presence. We don't believe we've got enough of them. And we do still want to see a downtown station, yes. Because
the last thing you want is for people to be put off, right?
No, that's right.
Because you want a vibrant nightlife in Auckland and a day life as well, but nightlife is this is when the incident happened, and this is when you see a spike in this kind of stuff, and people maybe had a few too many drinks and stuff. You want a vibrant nightlife because that's sort of it is a part of the heart of the city.
Yeah, absolutely, and our crime has actually been tracking down, and we've certainly seen police very responsive when there are big issues, and starting to focus now on some of the issues that were left actually for some time, things like theft, which is, as I say, a big issue for a lot of our businesses. Still a lot more that needs to be done, and the reality is it's not only the central city. I mean, I think any community that sees this type of crime is shocked by it. It's happening here, it's happening around the country, and it's happening internationally. So I think there are some deep-rooted issues, but what we do need is action now so people feel safer. And I think the number one thing in all the work we do is that police are the thing that make most people feel safer. Also, wardens on the street. Now, we have wardens 24/7 in that core central city area. There are a lot of wardens. So we've got extensive CCTV coverage. So we're doing everything we can to create a safe environment. Unfortunately, these things are happening. You don't know where they're going to happen. But it is important that, we hear a lot about people wanting to see consequences. They also recognise that some of these things are deep-rooted issues. We do need to see support for people who need mental health, for example. People need to be housed thoughtfully with support around them if they need that. So there's a lot of things. We've wanted it to be right from those days when we wrote that letter. We wanted it to be cross-agency. It's not just police, but the thing people want to see in an environment where there is crime on the street is police.
Should people still feel safe out on the streets? I mean, this latest attack happened on a Sunday night. Yeah. It happened in Ponsonby Main Road. I mean, this is around the corner from my house, and I walk around these roads all the time at all hours, and I feel completely safe. But now I'm a bit worried. Yeah. Was this just a one-off, do you think? Or
well, unfortunately, it's not, because we've seen a number of issues.
Well, we haven't seen shootings like this. This is
Well,
just
we haven't. We have had shootings.
in Ponsonby Road, though.
Well, not in Ponsonby Road, no,
Yeah.
but we've had shootings, and
Yeah.
obviously we had a few last year. I think the police would say largely it's still a safe city, but the community need to feel safe, and they need to see that thing. I mean, I think if we see a quick arrest, I mean, that's what we've seen in a couple of big issues that we've had. The police have acted very quickly. If there's arrest quickly, that helps. But no, this is not good. You know, we have to get to the bottom of the issues, but people do need to see that there's consequences in action when people do commit these crimes.
Yeah, I agree with you on that point. Thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate it. That is the Chief Executive of Heart of the City, Viv Beck.